This video is made possible by the following sponsors. Make sure to check out their awesome products in the links below. Hey guys, Jimmy here and welcome back to iRacing for another video. Today we're going to be doing another race in the Blank Plane Sprint Series, again in our trusty TRG Z4, but this time at Suzuka. Now, Suzuka as a circuit is a track that has sort of grown on me over the course of my career in sim racing. I used to actually really dislike it because I was quite bad at it, but as I got more into downforce cars, going through the S's in some sort of F1 car or an LMP1 car, it's just terrific fun. So it's actually quickly become one of my favourite circuits. It's also super challenging in a GT car because a lot of the corners, the Degners and the 130R corner, for example, they rely quite heavily on having a little bit of downforce on the car. Now, the GT car has quite a nice amount of mechanical grip, but downforce not so much, despite having that massive wang on the back there. After the IMSA race that I put up earlier this week, my iRating did take a bit of a hit. I'm now back below 1900, which sort of sucks, because I was getting quite close to getting to 2k. So I guess the goal of this race is to try and get back above 1900. And to try and win back some of that safety rating that I was robbed of in the last race. With that said, I'm going to throw it over to alternate timeline Jimmy, who wears gloves, to qualify the car and hopefully put us towards the front of the field again. Right then, so here we are in warm-up before qualifying, and as you can see, I am pretty much bang in the middle of iRating here. I am the number 13 car out of a 30 car field, so it's going to be a very busy track here at Suzuka. Same strategy as last time around, 40-minute race, so I'm going to start I think on 55 litres, probably put in 28, 29, 30 litres at the stop, and then hopefully I do a bit better job of the pit stop. Last time I sort of messed up a bit and it actually cost me the race, so this time I'm going to make sure that isn't the case at all. So I'm going to go very quickly practice the pit entry and then qualifying time. Right then, so here are the results for qualifying, and not bad effort from me, I do say so myself. Managed to qualify in 8th position on a 59.1. Guys in front seem pretty quick. There are a couple of guys in front separated by a very short amount of time, including Eric Tess, someone I know from back in the old days, so I guess my goal will be to try and beat him, but otherwise, clean race and hopefully an increase in iRating. Right then, so here we are just before 1:30R at Suzuka, getting ready for 40 minutes here in the GT3 in our trusty Z4, of course, lining up behind 2 AMGs or 3 AMGs, and there's a Ford GT behind me. Nice to see one of those guys along today. I'm opting for the full fuel at the start and then 30 litres at the stop because it's a long lap around here and I don't want to risk being 1 lap short on fuel. I didn't actually get to practice my pit stop either, so hopefully I'm going to be alright. I think I know where the line is. I think regardless of what happens, I'm going to be losing a little bit of time there, but hopefully I can make it up on track. But anyway, pace car is pulling away. We're going to be starting on the outside line, which is not ideal really, but we've got to roll with it. So 130R now. Just going to try and warm the brakes up a little bit. Just going to keep the throttle and brake on at the same time. That really cool looking Bushfink. I really like that Bushfink livery. I think it's super awesome. Although we're not such a DNS scrub, I'd totally race for them. So hopefully this GT doesn't plough into the back of us at the start here. Not quite sure what to expect. I've not raced GT3 here for a very long time. Hopefully it all goes well. Take a nice wide line here to make sure I don't hit anyone. Nice tight line I should say, sorry. Oh, are we gone? No, we're not gone yet. Waiting for the guy on the right to go, then we go. Nice and easy, and he's gone. And away we go then. 40 minutes of Suzuka is underway. Already 3 wide on the straight. That's what I'm talking about. I'm going to use that slipstream down the T1. Guy in the front covers the inside. I'm going to stay. Oh my god, Bushfink comes flying through on the inside. Chops me big time. That was scary, but okay. I guess people are going to be elbows out at the start here. I didn't know that gap was there, but he made it. It's a good move, I guess, but that was scary. Going through the S's now. Lost a couple of paces at the start there. I was a little bit too conservative. Just obviously scared of the T1 GT3 shenanigans that also often happens. The Ford GT large in our mirrors. Fourth through Dunlop. There you go, nice. Get the front end turned in, get it bitten on the tarmac, and then get on the throttle. Now coming up to the first Degner behind a AMG. That Ford GT is very quick in a straight line, it seems. Saying that, looks like he had a bit of an issue there going through the first Degner. I'm now having to wait behind this AMG, slowing me up quite a bit through there actually. Wondering why I couldn't get on the throttle. Down to the hairpin for the first time, down the first gear, get it in nice and tight, get on the throttle, roll it through. A little bit tardy through there actually, lost a bit of time to the car in front. Now this long right-hander. Luckily this car has enough grip so you don't end up scrubbing the front left too much. Go to 6th here just for the sake of saving fuel. Now for the spoon curve, down to 3rd. Accelerate mid-corner, run it out to the outside and come back in again. A little bit too severe there, so it started to understeer at the front. The front didn't quite bite. I think we're down to 9th position now, so we've lost 1 place on our starting position, which isn't too bad. It happens, I suppose. We'll just keep looking forward. That GT in a straight line is so strong. Look at it come. Looks like a spinner in front, or someone's had an incident. No, still going strong. Okay, so I'm going to have to defend going into T1, definitely. That GT is there and waiting for position. So I've now got Eric in front of me. Eric might have been the car that had the incident. With a little mini spin or half spin, or what happened there at 130. I'm going to have to go straight to the inside here and defend straight away. I don't think it's going to be enough. I think that GT is going to just blast past me in a straight line. No, looks like we've got just about enough time. I'm going to come back to the centre of the track. 5th gear, try and straight line it through here as much as possible. Continuous apex, look to touch that in by a bit there, missed it. Ah, god damn it. It's okay. Now for the S's, such a rhythm is so important through here. Have to go down 1 gear there on my setup, have to go back down to 3rd gear just to make sure the car bites. You run through there in too high gear, the car tends to understeer. You've got to make sure you're in the right gear, which is why I sort of leave it a while usually before taking 4th, before Dunlop. Just trying to avoid that understeer there. See, there it comes, 4th gear, understeer straight away. It's okay. Oh, incident in front. Eric hits the car in front, car round. Okay, I'm just about through it. That was scary. Guy spun there, so I better contact him in front. Didn't quite see the whole incident. I was sort of concentrating on avoiding it. Looks like I just had side-to-side contact, but that's another place for us. Up into P8 now, back where we started. That GT is looking very feisty behind me. Trying not to pay too much mind to it though. Got to focus on what I'm doing, that's the important thing. Up through the gears again. Grabbing 5th, and again we'll take 6th just before we come into spoon, just to save that bit of fuel. Third gear, again run it wide, look for the curb on the outside, then brake, bring the nose back in. I'm just doing a bit there, try and get a nice exit. Now I'm probably going to be under attack from this GT. I'm going to again go to the inside, try and defend it. I don't want to be passed by this guy because he's not as fast as me in the corners. He goes to the outside, he's going to just drive past me. I think nothing I can really do about it. Yeah, I've got to pull back in now. Oh man, he slowed down loads there on the line. I think it just goes to show the difference in cornering speed between the Z4 and that GT there, but of course this part of the course, this back section, is the weakest part for my poor little Z4. Does not like these straights whatsoever. We're going to have a slipstream though going down the T1, so that should keep us in contention with the GT at least, hopefully anyway. You can see there, look at our relative. You can see just how much faster it is running in the slipstream now. We're just gaining time, pretty much free time, but the GT is still pulling away in the straight line. Might be a downforce thing, I don't know. But, oh, GT gets it a bit wrong going to the first corner, gets it sideways. I'm going to try and take the opportunity to go up the inside here. He's on the left. He's still there on the left. I'm going to go around the outside. Yes! Made it stick. Back in front of the GT. That's important. It's important that happens. Come on now. Come on, trusty Z4. I bet that GT's absolutely kicking himself now. He's been trying to get past me since the start of the race and ends up just getting it taken away from him. One mistake, but that's how it is in GT3. Always such tight fields that one mistake will see you lose often, you know, a number of positions. Don't know why I'm taking second there. I should be in third. Now I need to focus forward. I think if I put in some good sectors, I can maybe gap that GT a little bit, because I have to do it through the first section of the course. You see, I've got about 3 temps on him now, or 7 temps, I guess, according to the relative. But that's going to close right down again because this is all down to engine power and grunt. And my God, has that GT got grunt! Trying to get through Spoon a bit quicker. I think it's one of my weakest corners on the circuit. Again, they are. Oh, that was bad through there, Jim. That's going to cost me a ton of time. Come on, Jimmy, mate. You're better than that. Or am I? We're okay though, we're going to have enough of a gap to not have any issues going into 130R, maybe down at T1 though, we'll see. We're actually up on our relative still, which is good. Now, going to have a little brush of the brake just to get the nose turned in, and back on the throttle. Don't want to go too wide there, that curb, I'm going to get off the throttle there, I'm not going to risk it. If you're full throttle there, running over the curb in that way, there's a chance, it's happened to me in practice, that it can just spit you out into the wall on the left, and I'd rather lose a couple of temps than end my race. So, again, 7 temps, we should be fine on T1, so we've got a little bit of a gap now, a little bit of time to sort of centre ourselves. As always in GT3, quite a hectic first couple of laps, but now again it's just looking forward and trying to improve that gap. And the guys in front of me, so try and straight line this as much as possible. So bring it in, bring it in, bring it in, that's better. Throttle nice and early. Bit of traction control, do the work out there. Of course, as the tyres start to go, you sort of have to give it a little bit less traction control, a little bit less throttle, I should say, sorry. Traction control can only do so much, but in this early stage I can really lean on it. Using the brake again, just trail braking. Seems to be the secret to a lot of cars in iRacing, just a little bit of trail braking, helps bring that nose in. So again, the gap to the GTs are staying about the same now. I've been a bit quicker through the deck in this last couple of times through. Let's see if we can spread the gap a bit through here. I'm going to try third through here this time. That's better. Yeah, and again we gain about a tenth there, so a little bit quicker through the deck. Again, sort of reiterating my, or supporting my thought that the Z4 is a bit quicker in the corners than the GT is, but the GT has that straight line grunt. I love having non-spec series like that. It's one of the things I love most about racing in that series with multiple cars in, is that each car has different strengths and different weaknesses, and it's really fun to race it together. Eric in front is starting to pull away though. There's not much I can really do about that at this stage of the race. I'm trying my best, but not much I can really do about it. Oh, Jesus Christ. And understeer like an absolute bad boy again. I'm just not getting enough brake into there. I'm running it too fast through there at the moment. Just scrubbing those front tyres. That's only going to hurt me as the stint goes on, because of course in these races we do not change tyres. That GT again gaining now, down to 3 temps, got the slipstream 2. He won't try anything to 130R, but he'll be close enough onto the straight, although he's quick through there this time. A bit late on the brakes there, but again ABS is your best friend in this car. Trying to get out of the chicane as quick as possible now. That should be safe, we should be good. We made a couple of attempts and had a better exit than the GT, which is really important because we're going to carry all that extra speed down the straight. We're doing 59s in the race, I'm happy with that. Happy with those times. This is my first race, probably my first and only race of the week. I like to do it this way because it sort of feels more realistic, especially if I end up getting punted, because you don't always have a perfect race in racing. So that's why I'm a little bit rubbish when it comes to strategy, because I'll have to guess it first time through, and I don't do it again after that. But maybe I'll change that in the future, who knows. Using the curb there. S's. I lost out a bit to the GT though. I can see my mirrors getting a bit closer. Maybe where I've been scrubbing those front tyres a bit, maybe that's starting to come back and haunt me. We have a lapped car in front of us now. This could play into the GT's hands, or mine, depending when we catch him. And how, oh, that's not good. Well, he's disappeared. He's been abducted. Oh, getting loose there on the exit of the second deck. Now, nowhere for that GT to go though, which is fortunate for us. That's another place where you can just dip a wheel onto the curb and you get spat out. But that GT now, didn't have the best run out of there, but again, that straight line speed's going to come back. I think we're actually going to lose this position. I'm sort of driving poorly as well, I don't know. It's a bit on edge at the moment. Guy behind's very quick in that GT. I'm not driving particularly well at the moment, even with this cornering advantage. So again, even out of here, he's going to then have the run. I'm sort of hoping he doesn't do it at 130R. I'm sort of hoping he waits and does it at the... No, he's going to go for it. No, he's not. He is going to wait for it. Okay. So he's learnt from last time. Oh, Jesus Christ. Put a wheel on the grass there in the entrance. That could have been very bad. That could have been death for us there. He's not going to have a go here either. Time to second gear. Trying to get that car turned in. Just clip the curb either side. Not too much, though. You'll get a slow down because iRacing's weird. I had a good exit out of there, but so did the GT in comparison. That's going to be the position lost now. There's not much I can really do about this. I can go defensive here. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Let's go defensive. I'm not going to give this up easily. I'm going to make him work for it. Going to come back across now. Just a little bit. He's still there on the outside. He's still there on the outside. Just slow it down on the apex. There you go. Nice. Defended. I have no intention actually of letting this guy through. I thought about just letting him go and getting on with it, but hell, I want to race. This is what racing's all about, and I'm going to defend this position. It's a sprint race after all, it's not an endurance race. Sometimes I get into the endurance mindset when I'm racing, like, oh yeah, okay, I'll let the guy through and we'll, you know, not hold each other up. But this is a sprint race, I've got to hold him up, that's the whole point of the race. A bit wide there, very close to just tagging the grass on the outside. Again, another place where you can really hurt yourself if you tag the grass. That GT's got stonking pace now, he's all warmed up. I'm really struggling to keep him behind me. Eric in front has pulled away, so has Manuel. There you go, traction control me out again. Okay, bit of breathing room now. That's good. It's good to have a bit of breathing room. Now again, I'm unsure as to how the pit lane works here, so I'm probably going to lose out this battle in the pit lane, but I'll try my best not to. Got my trusty gamepad down to the side of me again. That's my pit limiter because still haven't got the button box in the back of this wheel yet, unfortunately. Hopefully that'll come soon. But gamepad will work for now. A little bit skatey on the exit of Spoon there. This is what I was talking about. Traction control sort of becomes less effective as the race goes on because the tyres become more worn. There's only so much traction control can do. It's not magic. That's about as fast as I feel comfortable going through there now at the moment. Onto second gear. A bit of a tardy turn and actually the car almost span then. That being bad. Again, I think we just about have the gap. I don't know. It's going to be close going to T1. He might have a look at it. He's going... I'm going to just hope he doesn't make it. Oh, he doesn't. Good. I thought like he was going to just about get me at the end there. And I'd already sort of played my hand. I was already on the left-hand side. No intention of blocking. It would have been bad for me to move across then. That would have been against the rules. So it was sort of a gamble there to stay on the left, but it did pay off this time. I'm really losing speed through here compared to the GT now. My line through there is very tight. Unfortunately, the last time I drove this circuit competitively was in a in a DTR-LM, so I've still got that sort of mindset going at the moment. That front-wheel drive bad boy, where you have to sort of keep everything very tight. Second gear, easy. Nice battle with GT though, and the thing is Oleg behind us isn't gaining or anything, so I can afford to have this battle. Get turned in please, thank you. Stepping on the throttle out there, GT did the same, had a bit of a moment of the rear I saw in his mirrors, the car sort of sway a little bit, meaning that he got a little bit of oversteer again, another little bit of breathing room for us. Though he's been very strong through Spoon the last couple of times through, so it's unlikely we're going to have that same gap going onto the straight. Come on, get in, get in, get in. There you go. Easy on the throttle. So many parts of this course that bite you. Exit there as well. If you put a wheel onto the AstroTurf in a weird way, get on the throttle again, just get the spat to the inside, and that could be the end of your race right there. Here he comes again. Look how strong that car is in a straight line. There's nothing I can do to defend against that. I think maybe I'm just running too much downforce, I don't know. Like I'm trying to play to the strengths of the old Z4 around here. That's where I need to be strongest. I need to be strongest coming out of that chicane, because that's where he has the chance to come back at me. He won't be close enough for T1 this time because of that. I need about half a second, I think, or to be absolutely safe from him. Oh my god, car didn't shift down there when I wanted it to. Gonna go wide. Come on, turn in, turn in, turn in. Bloody hell, I hate when that happens. Fucking shift protection comes in, because the engine braking slows me down as well. When you lose some of that braking, you go wide. Luckily I managed to avoid the off track. Did lose some time though, which is frustrating, but gotta just roll with it. It's part of the race. Can't rewind. This isn't grid or any various Forza game. Yeah, that GT is now really strong coming out of Dunlop. Almost close enough to have a look into the Degners. I'm having to really slide the car through there now. I'm not happy with that. GT is right on me. Look at him. There's no doubt I'm holding him up. Thing is, he had that issue here. He slowed himself down. Allowed me to get back past. He'll be kicking himself for that. This might be his chance now. I'm gonna... we'll see what he does here. I might pull to the inside here. No, he didn't want to do it. He didn't quite have the grip there. He started going on the outside. I think he started to understeer, so he pulled out of it. He knows that he can get past me here, I think, so he'll probably just do it on the straight. See, even now with half a second, he is going to be on me by the time I get to 130. I'll probably have the inside and done. Leave me alone, GT. I just want to have a clean race. He's going to go up the inside now, surely. No, he doesn't. Thinks better of it. Driving a clever race, Mr. GT. Maybe... Oh, God, on that curb again. That curb is so scary. Temperamental, that curb. Sometimes it's nice to, sometimes it just fucking flips out and smacks you across the across the face, and you just go full fucking McNish to that wall. There's not much I can really do here. I'm going to go defensive early. Probably just going to pull around me now. He's wide though. He's very wide. So we'll go back up the inside. He can't get it done. He can't get it done. He must be so frustrated in that cockpit there, but that's not my problem. I'm just trying to run consistently, and if he can't get past and make it stick, then that's the whole point of racing. Racing is, after all, a selfish act. You race to win or race to come as high as possible. And right now I'd rather come 8th than 9th. Oh god, the car's so bad through there now. Front's really starting to wear. Oh, we're in 7th, sorry, I thought we were in 8th. That's alright then. Nearly top 6. Nearly old-style F1 points. I'm getting a bit messy through the Degners now. See, I'm taking second more than I take third, just because I want to have the run out, because I'm just corner slower. Now I'm going to keep an eye on the GT behind, because he might get desperate. You see there, he nearly ran to the back of me. Don't know why he's flashing me. I'm completely within my right to take the corner how I am. I ain't letting you pass, dude. But again, something to keep an eye on. He's going to get increasingly more and more frustrated, increasingly desperate. So he might start making moves that aren't quite on. But saying that, he's going to be past now. So hopefully this should be it. Hopefully no more. I say hopefully. I'm not going to defend here. Yeah. Oh, he fucking brake checked me like a demon there. I'm sure out of some sort of frustration. But we are quicker through the chicane than he is. Or were anyway. So I think that's probably that over now. Oleg's actually gained a little bit because we're squabbling. He's now within 4 seconds. I'm not going to say this is it. I'm going to try and keep with this GT. Because as we all know, it's a lot easier to follow someone than it is to lead someone. So let's see how Samo does when leading me. Concentrating for a second there, just trying to get the S's done as well as I possibly can. I'm struggling a bit out of Dunlop now. I'm not quite being able to hooking the car up with the same traction, the same confidence I had at the start of the race. So yeah, we're still right on him. The thing is now, this is the part of the course I'm stronger through. We're now going to go through the part of the course that he's stronger through. Getting shift protection there, getting in my fucking way again. Well, I want first, give me first, god damn it. Long right hand, and again, he's been a bit quicker through spoon than I have. I'll try and match him as best I can, but the front end is just refusing now. Big old slide at the front there. Yeah, he's starting to pull away now. I'm sure he's very frustrated in his cockpit because he could have been racing with the guys in front of me, I think, on his pace, but like I said, it's not just about hot lapping. You've got to pass people in these races, and he had a bad time of things. Oh, slow car ahead. Looks like we had a little bit of a spin for someone ahead of us. They seem to be okay though, because I can't see damage on their car. We'll see if they come into the pits or not. No, they don't. Although this could be interesting for me. Oh, he does come in the pits, so maybe he is damaged. In the pits he comes, so that's another. So we're actually back up to 7th now. This is now the battle for 6th place. Part of me was sort of hoping that he would stay on track and slow up Samo a little bit, but unfortunately that didn't happen. See the rear of the car starting to get a bit more lively now as we get into the race. Again, through these S's, just trying to clip the curbs. I'm starting to get the rhythm isn't quite there at the moment. I'm starting to get a little bit flustered. Always frustrating getting passed by someone, and especially when you haven't really got a response either. I can't really get the car turned in the same way I could before. I need to be careful on that curb there. You see Samo really wide. They nearly actually tagged the grass. I did that a couple of times when I was in front of him. The important thing is I am pulling away from Oleg. I don't want to be having anyone else catch me towards the end of the race. Oh no! Oh, you shitting me! Okay, car's okay. Car's alright, I think. I think we're okay. Oh my, I told you that fucking curb spits you out, man. So quick, I had no time to react at all. Holy Christ, that was scary. I think we're actually still in the race somehow. That was super lucky. I thought that was our race over then. Oh my Christ. That's the luckiest thing that's happened to me all day. Okay, so just focus now, Jimmy. Try and get back into it again. The car might be a bit bent. It seems to be okay. I don't know how it's okay. I have no idea how we survived that. I'm just going to not question it, actually, and just continue. Oh, but we're down on straight line speed now. Quite drastically down on straight line speed. Okay, so this is really going to hurt us now. We are actually damaged. All I can really do is just keep going, keep pushing forward, and try and stay with these guys despite the damage. Oh, I went to first there. Maybe there'll be a bit of time for me to repair the car in the pit lane. That might help a little bit, but you can see I'm quite down on top speed. I'm only just getting to 6th gear now, so now I've got to look backwards and try and defend from Adrian. The purpose of this race now has completely shifted for me. God, that's frustrating. Such a small one mistake, that's all it took. And that's me sort of out of the running, especially with catching these guys. Just watch that relative. Just don't have that same acceleration as I had before. I'm still managing to sort of semi-stay with these guys though, which I guess is a good sign, but any straight line, any bit of tarmac longer than 100 meters, I'm going to end up losing time. Front of the car is a little bit more lethargic as it was before as well, so that is starting to come in. Looks like we've already had one of the guys at the front pit. Okay. Bloody curb! I'm going to come back for you, mate, after the race. You see. Come back with a lead pipe and beat the ever-loving shit out of you. Okay. So now I'm going to be losing time. All the way through here losing time. Luckily a bit of a draft though. Sort of helping me. Oh, a little bit sketchy on the way in. The car is not quite 100%. It is feeling a little bit slidey now, a little bit more slidey than before, which I'm not really surprised by. We're sort of being helped out by the slipstream in front, actually. We need this slipstream, so please don't leave me. I'll be sad, boys, if you leave me. The top speed isn't awful. We've lost like, maybe like, I don't know, 7 Ks maybe. But when these Z4s are already a bit slow in a straight line, you really feel it. I have no one to blame but myself, of course. Come on. Another car in the pits. It's like Samo killed someone in the GT. All that time I gained through the first part of the course has just gone down the straight. Come on, get in please. Come on, car. I know I've mistreated you. I know we've had our differences. But B-Bay, just for this last part of the race, look how much time we gain through here. We just have a car that's so much better for these S's than the cars in front. Easy. Oh, I thought that guy was going to run wide into the grass and he ran super wide. If I can just stay in this sort of margin, I'm okay. I'm still being dragged along by the guys in front. I won't lose any more positions. I just ran straight there. I didn't turn at all on that curve. Wasn't going to risk it. Trying to pressure the AMG in front. He looks a little bit loose at the moment, so maybe if I can pressure him into a mistake again, this is where I'm going to just lose all that time again. God damn it. Easy. Brakes early. Oh, guy in front gets it loose. Gets it very loose. I'm going to go to the outside. Okay, so we're past him. But he's going to have a car that's much faster than us in a straight line. How much fuel have I got left? But that was my fuel. 2 laps, okay. Going to keep this up now. Going to just watch this instead. A little bit cheeky on the inside. Surprised I didn't get off track for that, but I'm not going to moan too much. What's our fuel? Let's become past the pit lane. 2.5 laps, okay, so 2 laps. I'm going to try and stay ahead of this AMG here. I'm going to pull defensive super early because I know he's going to just pull on me. My car is damaged. It's not close enough, luckily. Oh, and then Oleg in front makes a mistake, and we're back up. Nice! Back up into P7. I've got to really work through here, though. That was a really bad T1 by me. I was sideways all the way in. Okay. That was okay through there. That was alright. That wasn't too bad. I'm not going to be taking any of the optional repairs in the pit lane. The only ones I'm going to be doing are the ones they work on while I'm being serviced. Hopefully that'll maybe help us out a little bit with straight line. I don't know if it will or not. Give me first, please, car. The AMG, see, just not quite got the same cornering performance as me, but any time I gain is just lost instantly on the straights. Again, completely my fault. I can just be easy through here. Okay, so that's good. We've got a bit of a gap now. It's going to hopefully be a big enough buffer for us coming down the pit straight anyway. I'm going to take my normal line through there. Running it all the way to the top of 5th gear. A bit slow through there. Oh, my lap time isn't too bad. Maybe I'm not damaged. I feel like I am, though. Watching my relative not really move. Oh, off track. Fuck you. So it's our 3X. Where are the cones? Cones are there. Okay. Just spotting the cones for the next lap. So I'm pitting next lap. Again, I'm going to try and spread the... Okay, yeah, we're in 4th because the pit stops. Like, what? I'm going to try and spread this gap as much as I can. I'm not actually sure if I'm down on top speed or not. You in the video will know because you would have seen my top speed beforehand, but I can't remember what top speed I was doing down the straight, so I think I'm damaged. It feels like I am. I wouldn't be surprised if I am, given that was a big hit in the wall, but again, now I've got to just focus going forward. I've got a bit of a gap now in front of these guys behind, which is good. I'm going to need that gap. I haven't practiced a pit entry, and also, again, car is not fast in a straight line. It's getting bigger though, which is good. You can see it visibly increasing. I can't see the relative right now because I'm focusing on my fuel, but I can see in the mirror that AMG getting smaller behind me, which is every racing driver's objective. Make the guy behind you smaller and the guy in front bigger. A bit tardy through the hairpin now. I'm rolling through in not a very good way. It's like I think Oleg has caught onto the back of the guy behind. I'm not sure who that is. There's another car in the background there. It might be one of the cars who was running at the top and who have pitted though, so it also could be them. Oh, okay. It's starting to get a little bit leery now. So we're going to coming in, no tyres, just going to double check that. Yep, no tyres. My pit limiter is my Y button, so I've got to get on that. It's 60 k's in the pit lane, so I've got to make sure I'm doing that when I go over the cones. What? My time is it? I'm gaining time. Right, where's that pit lane? That was a bit shit. You get onto the limiter. It's really hard to get onto the limiter because I have to look to the button on the right to get to it. But we're in the pit lane now. Just looking for my guy. And there he is in his lovely gold flake livery. Service me, boys. Oh, the minute of optional repairs there. I'm not going to take any of it. As soon as I hit 30 litres, I'm going. Okay, so alright, stop there. I think we stayed out ahead of the guy behind. I'm not sure. Oleg in the pits behind us. Okay, so Oleg was behind us. Now, I'm not quite sure where I am. I'm going to guess I'm probably in 7th. Oh, car is understeering like a bad boy now. I'm going to guess we're in 7th position, but I'll double check that when we cross the line. Now, if we are in 7th, that is fantastic. It means we haven't lost any places with our incident. We've lost time, of course, but we haven't lost places, which is the important thing. Now, I think I have enough fuel. 30 litres seems like it is enough, and I wasn't quite empty either, so... There you go, out of there, 4th gear early, nice. Now I'm going to keep an eye on that gap to Oleg. Again, through this section is where I need to be pulling the gap. I was faster when the car was in one piece, so hopefully now I can continue, or at least keep that gap where it is. First gear, in, nice. Now, this is a very interesting thing when you don't take tyres at a pit stop, because you've been used to the car getting faster and faster on the tyres. Even though it's a bit more skittish, you're a bit quicker. And then you put some fuel back in the car with the same tyres. It takes a little bit of an adjustment period to sort of get used to how the car handles. Usually it's about a lap. A bit less if you're very good at adjusting. It takes me about a lap anyway. And after that you sort of understand where the pace of the car is and you can eke it out from there. I'm sort of happy so far that we've only got 3 incidents. Now this is where Oleg, watch that gap come down the relative. I'm going to try not to watch it too much because keep looking at the relative is quite distracting, but I'll keep an eye on it. So we'll get an idea where we are when we come across the line. We know exactly where we are when it comes to next lap because people are still pitting at the moment. Thing is, I've got to be so quick now through the corners. I lose every bit of time I lose is on the straight now. So we are up into, I think we're P9 at the moment, so maybe someone else hasn't pitted yet, I don't know, it's hard to say. P9 right now. Would like to be in P7. We'll see though. So this is where I need to gain. I have to be absolutely perfect through here. And feel the sweat running down my cheek. That's not sexy. Easy, easy. Okay, gap is about the same, which is good. That's what it needs to be. It needs to be about the same. Don't go too wide, don't get off track. Good. That's about as wide as you can go without getting off track there. I'm really trying to hustle this poor limping BMW. This is where I need my willpower headband. Fortunately, it's in the wash right now, so I'm having to put up with my hippie headband instead. Let the hippie flow through you. This car runs on biofuel, man. Okay. We getting slidey. I think we're okay. I think our gap to Oleg is going to stay around the same sort of gap. Maybe. We'll see. I think Benjamin actually passed us. I think he was a car that made a mistake before and then pitted in. So I think maybe we'll be in P8 as a as where we should be when we come across the line. But we'll check in a second. That gap is good. I'm liking that gap. So yeah, we're going to be in P8, which is good. Unfortunately, there's not much we can do in regards to catching anyone in front. P8 is where we started, so you can probably argue it's going to be a complete wash in our iRating. Let's know, we're the 13 car, so we're 5 places ahead of where iRacing thinks we should finish, which is good. Which will be a good increase for us. I'm not quite sure what the strength of field is. Bear in mind that this is an early split. This is the 1 PM GMT split, so a lot of people taking part. Well, there's like 30. Let's start a sentence again. All the people in this race are the people who signed up. There was no split, so we are in top split. So there's a big range of iRating in here. Feeling a little bit understeery through there. I'm not too bothered though about being slow through there, to be honest. Right now, I'm not too bothered. As long as I'm keeping the gap to Oleg, I'm not going to be catching the guys in front unless there's some sort of issue. No, I would love to say, yeah, let's chase them down, but I've got to be realistic. The car is damaged. I'm not as quick as them anyway. So what I've got to do is focus on consolidating my position now. So I'll be pretty happy with, to be honest, even with this damage at the front. Okay, easy out of there. You can hear the traction control starting to struggle a little bit. You hear the tyres, just a little bit of wheel spin, just picks up a tiny bit coming out of there. That's where you've got to be careful. Okay, good. That was actually surprisingly clean through there. I'm going to keep an eye on the gap to Benjamin. I don't think I'm catching him, but I could have sworn it was 13 seconds a while ago. So maybe we can put on some pressure. 5 that's of fuel. That should be more than enough for the end of the race. If not, sad boys. I know we're on lap 18 now, so we're quite far into the race, but I always get panicky when I hear the lap of fuel thing come up. It's like, oh really? Shit, we're going to die. We should be okay though. If not, then that'll be the ultimate sad boys. So, I mean, we're doing two. That was a 204 there. No, I'm not convinced actually. I think we're okay in a straight line. I think we're a tiny bit down on top end. Not a lot though. And then I get too bloody distracted looking at my fucking speedo and I end up just not turning in for T1. So easy to do that around here. Still got a bit of flow there. Again, the fuel is coming back out now, so the car's only going to get quicker. And these tyres will last the race quite easily. I had a touch of the brakes there just to get the nose in. It was a bit slow, but it was better than running wide onto that grass there, because that's, trust me, you don't want to be there. Yeah, Benjamin's now pulling away, so that was just, I think maybe he got held up by something there. Oh, okay. First step on the curb just decided to give me a bit of a rough time there. Nothing to do with me cutting it whatsoever. Okay. So we're going to be coming up on a bit of lap traffic here. They should be fairly compliant because, you know, they are way down the field. Sometimes you get some people who are fast who have been lapped because they've had an incident early on in the race, and they are usually not very cooperative. They sort of feel a little bit offended when you come across them. You know, maybe they have damage or something. They're offended they're being lapped. So those sort of people don't get out of the way. I don't think we're going to get that though with Jose in front. Oleg gained a little bit through there. That lap was a little bit slow for me, so it's not over yet. I've got to keep pushing forward. I can't relax because Oleg will have a go at me. We'll get him. I have no doubt he'll catch me up. Again, Oleg actually... Oh no, white flag. So, okay. We should be alright then. So one more lap to go. Fuel's definitely good. I could have probably had a little bit less fuel. Wouldn't have made any difference to the result at this point, so I'm sort of happy with that. Just try and keep this a nice, clean last lap and bring this poor injured BMW home. I've not treated you very well this race. Old TRG said 4, I'm very sorry. Hopefully you can forgive me. Just help me out one more time through this last lap. Easy peasy. Using the brake again. Trail braking is something that I just wasn't able to do on my last pedals, and doing it on these pedals, it feels so natural. It makes racing these cars so much easier. So much more consistent as well. I'm not sure if we're going to catch Jose before the end. We are gaining on him, but I'm not sure we're going to be close enough for him to want to get out of the way. I feel like it's so scary going over that curb like that, but it just feels fast, so I do it. Oh no, he's running pretty slowly, dude. He's quite taking the right racing line, so that just sort of suggests he's damaged or really not having a good time out here. Hopefully he sees me coming and gets out of the way. It doesn't make it difficult, because even now we can still be taken out of this race. Even on the last lap, and it's happened to me before, and it is frustrating isn't a word. Go for a spoon. Yeah, you see that I just gain a lot of time for a spoon. Saying that, even though I can royally mess that up there, I still gain time. Oleg is gaining. It's not going to be enough though for him. Luckily for me. Yeah, you can see now, here's the speed differential. It doesn't look like much on the relative, but it feels like a lot when you're actually behind someone. Bear in mind, I would have been getting a hint of slipstream there as well, so to have him still pull away the way he was. Give me a second, please. So we aren't going to get past Jose for the end, but that doesn't matter. There you go then. 40 minutes with Suzuka in our poor, injured TRG BMW Z4. We managed to come home 8th position. We don't improve on our starting position, but given the fact we had that absolutely humongous incident, then I think we can't be too disappointed with that. So yeah, as you can see guys, iRacing and SR up on the screen at the moment, and woo, that was a tricky one. Guys, if you enjoyed watching that, then make sure to hit that like button. If you really enjoyed it, hit subscribe to be notified of future videos. And I've got a future idea. I might be taking part in one more iRacing series. I won't tell you what it is just yet. Hopefully there'll be a video out on it on Saturday or on Sunday. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it yet, but hopefully I will. So stick around, and maybe we'll get some more iRacing goodness. Take care guys, have an awesome day. See you all next time.